Hello everybody and welcome back to Mystical Illuminations. I'm Candace, the Crystal Colorist, and I am bringing you your weekly Tarotscope vibes for each of the elements. Here we are on air. So we have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and we're reading for you. I'm reading for you. My guides, my intuition. We're going to bring you the messages. I hope you guys are having a wonderful week. That new moon was so awesome. I really enjoyed it. Very tired. Did a lot of luxuriating. Woo! That's definitely for the air signs. Just popped right out. So universe, give us the messages for the air sign. All right, let's see what we have here, my beautiful air signs. We have the Page of Cups, rooted down by the lotus flower unfoldment. Interesting. We have the Page of Pentacles, rooted down by the Milky Way perspective. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Ooh. And that is rooted down by love and compassion. And we have the Four of Cups. And the Four of Cups is rooted down by childhood innocence. We also have the Temperance card, which is rooted down by whale breach. Really interesting. Wow. This feels familial, you guys. This feels like a family thing going on. So there's definitely a younger earth sign male and a water sign male. We have a more established earth sign female. And again, we have more cups, so more water signs. And then we have Temperance, which is super water sign, the alchemist, right? And rooted down by whale breach. So for me, when I see the Page of Cups, air signs, this could even be, if you, let's say you might have a rising sign that's a water sign. You might be feeling like, stuck in younger childhood emotions almost that keep you kind of like stuck in this loop. But there's something going on with emotions, or with a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio who's a younger male. There's something, this could be a brother, this could be a cousin that you're very close with. This could be a younger child, that's your child who's a water sign, right? But there's something going on with this younger earth sign male or your emotions where you're feeling like you are really coming out of a dark period in your existence, or this person is just feeling like they really have fucking walked through the muck and the mire, and they're just now starting to see the fruits of their labor. It could be you. You feel maybe you had a shitty childhood, right? Maybe you had a shitty childhood, and maybe you need to find love and compassion with yourself. And it could be you might want to find love and compassion towards a parent who maybe didn't make you feel so loved, right? But I really do feel like there's some sort of emotional unfoldment where you're coming through this moment in time where you feel like you've really just like burned the candle at both ends, had a really hard time, shit was fucking hard, and all of a sudden, with the change of your perspective, you get a new financial opportunity, air signs. So when you are able to change your perception, your perspective of could possibly be something in your childhood that just made you feel left out or misunderstood. When you are able to change your perspective, that is when all of the gifts are going to start to unfold for you. And I honestly feel like if it is an earth sign parent or sister who you might resent in your life, you could think, like, I almost feel like you are younger, they are older, and you're like, well, they got everything and they did everything and blah 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 blah, and like they like have it all, and change your perspective. Approach that relationship you have with a sibling or a parent who's an earth sign in a loving and compassionate way. Change your perspective, right? You might have felt forgotten by this person in childhood, because here we have like childhood innocence. It could almost be like you are the younger sibling and they are an older earth sign sibling who left home when you were little and they were older, and you just feel like totally like left out, right? They left, and there are other people who could have tried to like come in and step in as a sibling, like a placeholder, but you're like, no, you're not my sister, you're not my brother, you're not the one that I want in my life. Like, you're a good placeholder, but you're not the one that I want in my life, right? And here we have the alchemy. It's like unfoldment, perspective, this card, temperance, alchemy. If you can learn how to, listen to me, air signs, if you can learn how to alchemize the disappointment of the relationship that you had with this earth sign person, you are going to be able to breach the surface. And this could be like this could be a really big talk that you guys are going to have with each other. So you could be going through this emotional turmoil with this person in your family. I lit incense and my nose is very stuffy now. So if you hear me constantly like sniffling, that's why. I like can't do anything fun. The universe is like, no incense. So air signs, I really feel like if there's something that makes you feel vulnerable in a way with a relationship in your family, they with an earth sign, they could have left, they made you feel abandoned. The childhood innocence, it could have been like you just wanted to like spend time with that person, but it just didn't happen. And you're going to have like a really big talk. You're going to have to be the one to extend the olive branch to this earth sign, air signs. And you're going to have to learn how to alchemize your feelings for this person. You're going to have to learn how to, I feel like, take the good with the bad and kind of like learn how to like mix them into each other. And it's going to make you say, okay, you know what? Look, they're not all bad. I'm not all bad. I'm not all good. They're not all good. Let's have a talk. It could be even, you coming out of an immature way of dealing with your emotions, and that's going to allow you to unfold in a more beautiful and stable way and give you a different perspective and make you feel very like financially stable and fulfilled, which is going to in turn make you feel very loving and compassionate to anybody in your life who feels like they're just like getting the short end of the stick or they're not getting emotionally fulfilled. You're going to almost look at this person, in like childlike eyes. Like, it could be like a spouse to you, like where they're just like not satisfied with their job. They're not satisfied with their family life. They're not satisfied with where they live. and you're going to say, hey, look, like, let's just like tap back into the energy of like, let's go do something fun. Let's like go get an ice cream cone. Let's go put our feet in the lazy river. You're really going to have to learn how to alchemize and temper your partner's moodiness, right? And I think that you guys could actually like breach a whole new way of dealing with each other if you are able to change your perspective and deal with your emotions and communicating your emotions in a more positive way with more love and compassion for yourself and for your partner. Okay, so let's also pull... Why don't you guys, my gems, my aquas, and my Libras, why don't you guys meditate? There we go. Don't stop. Don't stop. So if you guys were like feeling bummed out and like things weren't working in your favor, you know, and it's like you might be finding compassion from other people who are going to help you tap into what you used to do when you were a child that made you happy. And you're going to have to learn how to incorporate that childhood innocence into your adult life. And you're going to be able to breach the surface and move to the next level. But the universe very clearly is literally saying, don't stop. Okie dokie. Let's do an angel oracle card. Up, up, up. Gardening, manifesting, planting. Reaping what you sow. And it really is. It's like planting. You know, you plant the seeds, you lay them down, you care for the soil, you water it, you nurture it. And eventually after, you know, could be months worth of time, you finally start to see, you breach the surface. I love that. That's beautiful. Okay, my darlings. So we're going to pull a love card for each of the signs. We'll start with Gemini's. Iggy. All right. So for my Geminis, give me the love message for my Geminis. What's the love message for my Geminis? My love message for my Geminis. Interesting, Geminis. You could be looking out at what else is going on in the world. Geminis, you could be in a relationship for a really long time, and either you're like starting to get a wandering eye, or you're starting to, or you've just met somebody and you're traveling a distance to go and see them. You know, maybe you're like checking flights, or you're checking bus tickets, or you're looking at mileage. You could be like looking at time zones. Oh, they're awake at this time, I'm awake at this time, so I'll, you know, get on the phone and call here. You could have met this person on a holiday. But Geminis, there's definitely something calling to you from a distance, and it could be a foreigner, or not even like a foreigner, but a person like foreign to your like part of the town or land. Iggy. Okay, for my aquas, and they could be a fire sign too. You know, they could be a fire sign, and they're wanting you to travel to go see them. Or, you know, they could be sending you some like flight options. Very cool. All right, so for my aquas, we have 7 of Pentacles. You guys are working hard. You are, you know, you could be attracting an earth sign. This could be an earth sign for you, aquas. This could be you guys saying, hey, look, if you aren't working hard and doing what you're supposed to do, I don't want to date you. You could also be saying, hey, look, I think I'm going to take a few steps back from focusing on my love life, and I think I'm going to just like focus on my money and my work and my trade and my skill. But I feel like for Aquas, it's definitely like money on the mind. All right, for my Libras. Whoa, Libras, 10 of Pentacles. So I wonder if Kim Kardashian is going to be dating anybody new. Interesting. Could be like a blended family scenario. We'll have to keep our eyes out. So Libras, this is 10 of Pentacles. This is like the children. You have the older male figure in the background who's watching over. You have the animals. You have the kingdom. You know, I always feel like this is like the emperor looking over at his like son and his daughter-in-law, or his daughter and son-in-law and their children and their animals, and you know, they're protected and they're safe. And I think Libras, that's really what you're striving for this week when it comes to your love life. You're really looking to find that stability. You're looking for somebody who's going to give you the blended family. If you both have children from previous marriages, you're going to look, Libra, for somebody who is going to bring you that stability and fulfillment and familial fulfillment, feeling like you have a family behind you. And support and love. And this person could even have, you know, they could be an earth sign themselves. They could have, you know, an older earth sign father who's very influential and wants to give you guys the best and help you out and help you succeed. So air signs, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I love you guys so much. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And don't forget, check out Mystical Illuminations YouTube channel. We have so much going on.